Hey, we're in the shop. It's Easter morning. I know I don't want to get in trouble. I'm here really early in the morning. But need to let you know who won another t-shirt, the Stump Grinding Mafia t-shirts. And if you win I'll put it in the comment that you won, and you send me an email and with your information, and I ship off the shirt to you free. All right, so who won? A guy that's been watching my stump grinding channel and Mustang channel forever, from Canada, Fred. I gotta make sure I get this right, Fred. Jeez, it's French. It's Fred. Tell me if I'm doing this right. Pissant. Fred Pissant. Hopefully I got that right, and my mother don't kill me for mispronouncing it. My son was here. He speaks French. He'd be able to do it exactly. Now, what's going on in this video is just, I've been swamped. All right, we didn't have much of a winter, so I didn't get to do a lot of shop stuff, and sometimes lately I've been coming home extremely tired, and just things happen in life, all right? I don't want to bore you with too much talking, but things happen where, I won't lie to you, in the last 6 months I've had quite a few people pass away. One was another captain that I worked with for years. I mean, he was the guy that did the dirt work for my house. And it affected me really hard, I'll be honest. We fought fire together, we promoted together. I mean, he's just a solid guy, okay? Ran bulldozers, he's just a knowledgeable man, and that's an asset and a friend that I've lost. All right, so that was in 2023. 2024 didn't start off too well. I really think it sucks already for me, but I'm holding out for it. I lost one of my childhood buddies that we used to run around in a clique, you know. So Fred, you won, and now we're going to show you what we got here in this behind me. There's two things I want to explain to you. This part of the country that I live in the United States. I'm in Oklahoma. And then there's Texas. You know, we have a lot of, let's just say immigrants coming in. But I want to tell you that there are some fantastic guys. This guy's legit. I've known him, and I'll put a link of stuff that he's done to me. He's a carpenter, a cabinet maker, trim guy who's a freaking genius in my eyes. Because if every city, every town has this. A neighborhood that's the shizzle. That's the code word for the, you know what, a crap hole, all right? He would buy houses in the crap hole, and that's how I found him. Another guy, I was a realtor guy years ago, I was buying flips and stuff. He said, hey, go by this house, look in the window. I can't get you in there because I don't have a key, but go look in the window. I looked in the window, and I'm in a war-torn neighborhood. I look in the window, I says, is that $1 million house in there? I mean, it's a 1,900 square foot house, and you look through a window, you're like, holy crap. But this guy's able to do with cabinets and trim and stuff in this house. And I'll make a long form video, and I'll put a link later on in this one, and well, you'll see some of the stuff I've done with him, okay? His name's Alberto, and there's two kind of Mexicans. And I know I'm gonna offend somebody, but I don't care because I'm also of Latin descent. There's a Mexican and a Mexican, all right? Don't get the two confused. This guy's a Mexican. That means no matter what I throw at him, he can do it. So let me take this camera around and we'll walk around. I'll show you. I asked him to build me a little rolling bar, basically for the shop, so I could eat on it and keep, maybe put a microwave on the top of it. And then also, I had a refrigerator, and I bought an old style refrigerator, a short one, and he built the cabinet around it. Now it's my job to paint it. So I will do a future video of, I'm gonna try to do some trick shit on it. I'm sorry, I used a curse word, but who cares? I'm gonna do some trick shit on this thing. All right, now I'm gonna do the top first, and all I'm gonna do to the top is I'm gonna use a urethane, a clear urethane, water-based, and I know I could use autumn or whatever, but it'd be fast, and every coat I put on it, I will lightly sand it, and I'll show you how I do this stuff. But then I'm gonna de-stress the rest of it, and I'm gonna paint this I'm thinking the same colors as my toolboxes, because in this shop, we've got wood, we've got blue, and I'm gonna put red in here on this thing. So enough with the bull. Let me show you what we got going on. Hold on. First of all, I had some old rolling casters. I gave it to him, and he goes, "Oh, you want it to roll around?" I said, "Everything in my shop's got to roll around so I can roll it out and clean the shop. This shop just gets dirty from welding and everything else." And then he asked me, "Hey, can I use some butcher block?" I said, "I don't care what you put on the top. Butcher block's fantastic." So he did put butcher block, maple butcher block on the top. And it has, he says, "Hey, I did you a favor. I had some leftover stuff." I said, "What did you have?" I mean, this is just for my shop. All right, so it's got 3 drawers here. But if I take the door, they're self-closing. That's the greatest thing about this thing. The side, he made it looking a little industrial, and I love it. I gave him the dimensions of this refrigerator. He built it to where it's got airspace around it. And then there's the red I'm going to use. And then I've just stuck that in there temporarily to show you guys. And then he built, so I put shelves in the center for you in case I don't know what you want to put in there. It's a bar or whatever. I may put the microwave down there. You know, that's probably what I'll do. That way I'll leave the top free. So I'll be able to do whatever. I don't have to walk all the way back to the house to have a nice cold water. And the microwave to heat up some lunch meat or whatever I'm going to do in here, you know, whatever, soup, whatever. But here's the deal. This is why I love this guy. He goes, "Hey, I had some leftover butcher block when you cut it to this dimension." And he goes, "I came up with an idea. I know I didn't ask your permission and stuff, but I made this for you. So in case you want to roll it outside or use it for something else or whatever." I said, "Oh, okay, what'd you do?" He said, "We had the leftover butcher block. I put hinges on it." And I said, "All right." And he said, "Let me show you how it works." I said, "Okay." So hold on, I can't do this one-handed, so I'll put it on a tripod. All right, I hope you can see how this is gonna work. So he had a screw sitting here, so what's that? He goes, "Oh, well, you take this off, okay? And you see it's cut at an angle." I said, "Okay, it's cut at an angle, 45, whatever." He said, "Then you lift this up, and then you put it right over here, and there's a brace underneath here for this. Okay, there's a brace underneath. Look, there you go, look at that." I was like, "The hell?" He goes, "Oh, I just thought about it and just thought it might work for you." I said, "Okay." So then you just take it out, drop your side, and put it in the hole and put it there, and it sits right there. Oh, I said, that's why he's a Mexican. So he built me 3 drawers, one a little smaller and 2 bigger ones over here. There you go. All with those soft closers on it. Oh, thing of beauty. 3 shelves with a hole drilled in the back to where I can put the microwave right there. Down there, it doesn't take up the space up here. Microwave will be the same color as this, same brand. You get them on Amazon or Home Depot. And this will be painted red, and I'm gonna go dark in here, like black inside, to shadow it all. And then that way everything's recessed in there, and then the outsides will be red. That's my ideas for it. And let me see what I can whip out of my rear end when I do it. I'll have to use the artistic side. Oh, he did do one more thing. Let me bring you up over here. He did drill a hole over here so that he said, "I don't know if you got a computer or whatever up here, a laptop, you'll be able to drop the cord down here and it'll go out the back." I said, "Okay, we'll do that." But here's the deal. Why are we doing this? Give me a second. Let me stop this. Okay, the bar is over here. I've done this part of the wall here. I've still got to stain this. I got to drill a hole because I'm going to put an outlet down here that goes to that'll feed in the back of that. Then we got to do this wall right here. All right, I'll go back so you can see. And you see it in some of my old videos on the shop. All right, so that's using 2-inch ISO board. What we're going to do is use basically 5/16 OSB board. Cover this wall over here. And then we'll do planking up there, and I'll show you the trick of how he does that. That's out of just like 1/8 inch cheap plywood. and then he makes my shiplap out of it. So we'll do that, and then that'll be stained. The color over there, you see the difference in the color. It's like a orangish wood. And then that will be that wall there. This will be here. The 55-inch TV will be up there. And I know I already got a TV over there, but you know, hey, you never know. So I could watch YouTube. So this, the reason why it's on wheels, we're going to roll over here. Sorry the shop's such a mess. And we're rolling. It's hard to do stuff with one hand, but oh well. Comes in, we go over, and put my butt in it over, and that's why we got the 2x3 running across. And there we go. She's in its spot. I got engines, I got hoists, I got stuff, and that's where she'll sit, right here on this wall. And that's where it's out of the way. I come in the door. I could put my keys here or whatever. On this wall will be the 55-inch TV and maybe a couple floating shelves on each side, maybe with, you know, a bottle of something good to where when you're having one of them really bad days, you just, you know, turn the valve. I'll do some kind of steampunk, put a valve on it, huh? I'm not an alcoholic. I really don't drink, but a glass of wine a day is pretty good for you when you're an old fart. And it's a lot better than Advil, Aleve, and everything else.